Hey guys, hope you guys are doing good today. I've been having a little problem. Actually, it's about yay high of a problem recently. Check it out. So basically, this is how I'm going to address this. I'm going to install Safe and Secure Notes on my phone, and from now on, my notes are secured. Let's check it out. Will posted an article on the XDA portal not that long ago referencing an app called Safe and Secure Notepad. This was put together by XDA forum member Misapps. This allows you to save notes on your device in a secure way, and the only way to access it really once you have it set up is to launch it using your dialer, your phone dialer. So in theory this shouldn't work really on your tablet. If we open the thread, we'll get instructions on how to install this application, a link to download it straight from here or to the Google Play Store. Look for the application in the Google Play Store. You can again download it straight off the thread that I gave you guys the link in the description, or you can look for it here on the Google Play Store. Once you install it from the Play Store, the first time you install it, you do have that option to say open and the option to uninstall. When you hit open, it gives you the option to set it up. So this is where you set up the pin to access the information. So I'm going to go with 5555 and I enter it again, 5555, and then I go here and I'll just put in my email address. And here it is, picked it up for me. And I say okay. Once I have that, it tells me I need to put **5555, that's the code I put in, to access this application every time I want to access it. And if I click OK, if you notice here, the open goes away, and the only option you have at this point is to uninstall the application. So we'll go into our home screen, we'll go into our app drawer, and let's look under S's. And overall, basically what it is, the application will not show in your app drawer. It will show under the application installed. You can uninstall it using the Google Play Store. You can uninstall it using anything else. So obviously if somebody finds out about this application, they can uninstall it. But let's go ahead and first get into the application itself. So we'll go **5555, hit pound, call. This is the main interface of the application. Again, add supported. You're able to add a note, simple. You can add a title to the note, and we'll call this, we'll just call this test. And then we'll say testing, trading, great, testing. And then we'll say save. Simple, easy. The only options here that you get is backing up the database and restoring the database. And you want to keep in mind here is if you back up the database, obviously backs up the entire existing database. When you're restoring, if you already have notes in before you restore, it will replace the entire database, meaning your new notes that you've put in before you restored are gone. So be aware of that before you do any backup and restore on this application. Other than that, the developer definitely recommends us when you exit the application, exit using the back button. Don't exit the application using the home key, because there's been some situations where when you try to go back into the recent applications and you're able to get back into the application, but if you notice here, the application doesn't actually, it doesn't actually show. This was me trying to access it using Titanium Backup. I thought for some reason that was it. It doesn't show in the recent application if you exit it the correct way, and otherwise it could reside in the recent applications, and then you will be able to access it technically, or somebody else could access it. Other than that, it's very simple. The interface is simple enough that it does what it needs to do very easily. I find this useful in case you're trying to save username, passwords for different sites. Nowadays, every place we go has a different username and password, and if you try to have the same one for every place, you're really not helping yourself. So this is a good way to back it up, and then at least you have that information with you. And you can back up the database too in case you want to uninstall the app. Hope you guys like this. The application installs and runs very nicely on your device. I find it very simple. It does what it's intending. Obviously saving your notes and making them secure on your device. It is basically using the dialer to launch your application. That's something new. Most applications don't use that, even with the hide features. They usually mask themselves, or they show us something else on your device, and where in reality are other things. So the ability to launch it out of your dialer, not having it in your app drawer, is very nice. The only time you'll have the option to say open out of the application in the Google Play Store, if you go to the installed applications, is when you first install it. And that's when you set your PIN, and as I showed you guys in the walkthrough, you put an email, you set it up, and you're in. You're able to add notes, delete notes, backup, and restore. Keep in mind, restoring a database will overwrite the entire existing database. So if you just uninstall it and reinstall the app, and you put in a couple of notes, and you're trying to restore, you're going to lose those new ones. Just keep that in mind. Other than that, it works very well. it does what it's intended. I hope in the future we'll see some options where we're able to add pictures into our notes so that it actually helps us. Sometimes we might be able to do that thing, especially if it's like maybe a long code that you want to keep in mind and you don't want to type in the whole thing. You could just take a picture of it, snap it in, put it into the notepad. I do the one thing that kind of gets me as far as the application now. Yes, it's secure in the sense of where it's located, where it's installed. It's still uninstallable using the uninstall option. There's no way to set it to maybe even to put the pin that you selected to access it to be able to uninstall it. So from the sense of security, you're able to remove it. So I find that a little bit of a kind of hopefully something that we can fix in the near future. I liked it. Hope you guys do. Let me know in the comments below. Happy Halloween to you guys here in the U.S. and hope you have a great holiday. Enjoy all the candy you can. I'm going to try to stay away. Sunday is my marathon. Hopefully things go well. Like and subscribe to this channel and like and subscribe to my channel. And as usual, I will see you guys next week. Actually, next Tuesday for the next Exposed Tuesday episode. I'll see you soon.
Yeah.